Hello, this is Ed Huck with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here to give you your April 2024 real estate market update. And we try to keep these under 5 minutes. So let's dive right in to see what's been going on here. And what is going on? So mortgage rates. So today, what's going on is this chart shows the rates for the last year. You can see the blue line is the 30-year fixed mortgage rate from Freddie Mac. You can see it started at the beginning of last year, kind of right in that low 6-point margin, went up into the mid sevens, came back down under 7. And as of the end of, this is from Fannie Mae, the week ending April 11th, the rates were just a tad under 7%. But what really happened was at the end of last week and the beginning of this week, rates ticked up over 7. So a 30-year fixed mortgage rate is definitely going to be in the low 7%. Of the 15 years, probably still a little under 7% at the high 6s. What's been going on with number of houses listed? So I like to look at new listings. So new listings that have hit the market. So houses that have just hit the market. The stats are for year to date. So it's this year to date versus last year to date. The number of new listings is almost the same as last year. It's down a little bit, but it's only down 1%. The interesting thing is the number of homes that are actively for sale. So the number of active listings, if you go on the internet today and you're looking for houses, it's down about 5% from where it was last year to date. So it feels this year even a little bit tighter as far as when number of available homes to go look at. And last year was a record low. So we're starting off this year with even fewer homes for sale. Then if you go back and look at number of homes that have pended, meaning they went under contract, and then looking at the number of homes that have transferred, so actually have sold, and we can compare this year to date to last year to date, we're about even. So the number of homes that have pended is about the same as last year. It's only down 0.4%, and then sold is only down about 1%. So it's going to, in that aspect, it feels similar to last year. Prices, though, we're still headed up. Now, we're not headed up in double-digit appreciation like we saw. I like to look at sale prices two different ways. One, we take this year to date compared to last year to date, which is the first line. We're up about 4%, 4.1%. And then I like to look at the rolling 12. So the rolling 12 will be, for this April versus April 2023, and then the previous 12 months of that. So we can see 2 full years worth of data and compare them to each other. And we're tracking it about 3.9% up. So this is actually for all of Cuyahoga, Lorain, and Medina counties, single family homes. So back before everything went bananas, and we saw, really high appreciation rates, this is kind of where we would want to see it when, even before 2008, when we had the real estate crisis, we would see typically appreciation between 3 or 4% in the Midwest. So this is kind of where we really would like to see it. So that's not a bad thing. Days on market. So that's typically taking a little less time this spring to put a house under contract than it did last spring. So we're at about 49 days. So things are selling a little faster this year, which means the month's worth of inventory. So when we talk about buyer's market and seller's market, what we're really talking about is how long is it going to take to sell off the current inventory that we have on the market. We look at the stats now, it's only 0.1% off, but when you look at that as a percentage, it's actually 8.5%. So it was taking this year 1.1 months to sell off our inventory. Last year was 1.2. So this really just shows that, again, things are still selling quickly. So in review, mortgage rates, again, are up over 7%. If a house is priced right and it's in great condition, it's selling in days and probably selling in multiple offers. We still have a shortage of new homes to sell. And rentals for that matter too. There's still a shortage of rentals. So it's still a very, very strong seller's market. And we're going to continue to see that, I think, for the foreseeable future, especially for the next 3 or 4 months. Because even if we were to add a ton of listings to the market right now, that still would not be enough to pick up the demand that we have. Even though interest rates have ticked up, we've not really seen that slow down the buyers out there. So great time to sell your house. If you need to buy a house, it's not a bad time because prices are still appreciating. So if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for everything to crash and the appreciation rates to stop, that's not going to happen. I don't see that happening in the near future. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We want to be your real estate resource, and enjoy your week.